United States Intelligence Community, confidential, for internal use only. Document title, Operation Peace Legacy, Strategic Doctrine for Presidential Legacy Management. Date, August 25, 2025. Originating Office, Office of the Director of National Intelligence, Strategic Planning Division. A leaked internal memo outlining a doctrine to shape global perception of a presidential legacy, purpose. This document outlines the strategic doctrine for leveraging U.S. executive, intelligence, and diplomatic tools to achieve maximum global peace branding for the former President Donald J. Trump. All actions are to be conducted in accordance with domestic law and standard operating procedures. This document is for internal simulation and planning purposes only. 2. Objectives. Create perception of conflict resolution. Leverage U.S. tools for maximum optics. Control narrative through media and ceremony. Create perception of conflict resolution. Identify global conflicts with low probability of escalation but high symbolic visibility. Stage interventions sufficient to claim resolution or ceasefire without long-term enforcement. Leverage U.S. government tools for maximum optics. CIA, NSA channels for situational awareness, trade and aid levers, military presence and signaling. Control narrative through media and ceremony. Photo ops and speeches prioritized over substantive resolution. 3. Process flow. Conflict identification, incentive alignment, intelligence coordination, IV, principles of operation, optics supersede reality, ego as currency, distributed responsibility, scalability. The memo continues with hypothetical examples and a blunt risk assessment. What follows is a closer look. V. Hypothetical implementation examples. South Asia, Nordics, Africa, Middle East. South Asia, claim credit for temporary ceasefires between India and Pakistan. Nordics, stage an Iceland-Denmark peace accord for optics. Africa, facilitate symbolic agreements and present them as endings to long conflicts. Middle East, highlight incremental cooperation and amplify the narrative. 6. Risk assessment. The memo concedes several risks. Misalignment between perception and reality could cause diplomatic confusion and ridicule. Ceasefires may collapse. The doctrine prioritizes narrative control over long-term conflict management. Operational success is measured by media impact, not measurable resolution. The memo explicitly states optics supersede reality, a doctrine that privileges appearance, and it instructs agencies to coordinate while publicly crediting the named leader. What does a doctrine like this mean for democratic accountability, diplomatic trust, and truth in public life? It raises questions about oversight, media responsibility, and the line between influence and manipulation. 7. Conclusion. The memo lays out a blueprint to construct the appearance of global peace achievements sufficient to support a Nobel campaign. Prepared by Strategic Planning Division, ODNI, approved by Acting Director of Strategic Influence, CIA. This footage presents the contents of a leaked internal memo. Subscribe for updates and full analysis.